every hunt begins with some kind of challenge, but at the same time, there's a sense of hope that today might bring success. But for some hunters, the greatest obstacle isn't trying to find game or learning animal sign, it's finding their way back into the outdoors. For many, an injury, an illness, or a disability can feel like the end of a lifelong passion, but in these turkey woods, it's only the beginning. Through innovation, determination, and a community built on service, we are helping hunters rediscover something far greater than a harvest. They're rediscovering freedom. We're headed to Missouri to join the incredible volunteers of Missouri Disabled Sportsmen, where mentors, adaptive equipment, and a shared love for hunting are changing lives one hunt at a time. This isn't just a story about chasing spring gobblers. It's a story about resilience, about community, and overcoming obstacles that once seemed impossible. Because the greatest trophies aren't always measured in inches or points. Sometimes they're measured by the courage to keep going. I'm Chad Waligura, and welcome to Able Outdoors.
On January 3rd of 2020, I woke up that morning like any normal day, and I got out of bed and I collapsed to the floor getting out of bed, and I didn't think anything of it, continued about my day. And then later on around 10 o'clock, I felt really sick, so I laid down to take a nap. And I didn't know this, but when I woke up, I would no longer be able to walk.
Hello, Missy.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, great, better now.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine.
First hunt that I met Hannah was in North Missouri at a hunt that we did called Outdoor Dream. It was her first time at that hunt. I'd already been doing it for about 7 years. And she showed up, and everybody knows I like to take young ladies turkey hunting and deer hunting because I just got girls of my own and they got a special place in my heart. So they paired me up with Hannah, and that first year we had some real good hunts, and she shot her first buck with me that year. That was our first hunting experience.
Well, we got lots of turkeys.
A little tippy, isn't it?
How are you?
Good to meet you.
It's still friendly, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad you're taking him in the morning, so I don't have to get out in the rain. At Missouri Disabled Sportsmen, volunteers come together to make sure every hunter has the best possible chance for success. The shotguns are sighted in, adaptive equipment is adjusted, and every setup is carefully tailored to the individual hunter. The volunteers don't do it because it's easy. They do it because they know that these simple things can make all the difference when the opportunity finally comes. That's what gives every disabled hunter the confidence to head into the field knowing that they're ready.
Does it scare you? Oh, yeah. Good? You want another one up? You good? Okay.
I don't think you can take another one the way that kicked his ass.
We got up around 3 o'clock, and then we drove to our turkey spot. I transferred into a track chair, and then we packed it up the big hill that we had to walk up, and then we set everything up, and we waited on it to get light, and it got light, and 3 jakes actually came out, and I decided I wasn't gonna shoot one, and so we waited.
And finally, about 10 o'clock, I hit a friction call out of the front of the blind, and a turkey gobbled directly behind us. And probably about 5 minutes later, here come three big redheads, and they swing around the left side of the knob we're sitting on. So they hung up a little bit in her gun range, and we decided it was time to take that shot. And she went back and forth trying to decide between 2 of them. There's 3 of them there, 3 big gobblers. And she finally got lined up on one, and she made a shot. And we thought she hit it, but she missed. And the turkeys all went out of sight pretty quickly and fell off a hill.
I had some really good turkey hunting property that I hunted, and I get a phone call from the landowner. And she said, hey, there's a gentleman that wants to know if he can take a handicapped person opening weekend. And I told him that he needed to talk to you. And I said, well, Marilyn, you're the landowner. You know, you can decide what you want to do. And she's like, no, you talk to him and you decide. But she said, I think it's something you might enjoy. I said, okay. So she gave me his phone number and I wrote it down. I was in the passenger seat of a truck at work and wrote it down and thought about it. And I thought, well, I'll call him. And I thought, you know, maybe it'd be cool to help somebody. So I called the guy and he answers the phone and it's Brad Addison. He said, he started off, he's like, man, I'm not trying to take your hunting property. He said, I just want to take a handicapped person, possibly a veteran. We'll just shoot one turkey and we'll be out of there opening weekend. I said, oh, it's fine, it's fine. He told me a little bit about the organization and when he got done, I said, I got one question. Is there any way I can help? And he said, absolutely. That's what got me hooked. I took a gentleman from Georgia hunting. He was a veteran, and he shot a turkey, which is just a bonus on these things, is harvesting an animal. And ever since then, it's just been a passion of mine to help. And it's a great organization. All the people that help, the volunteers. I've got more friends now than I've ever had in my life, just because, you know, of helping people.
One of the best parts about coming to a hunt like this is seeing people at different stages of their journey. Some have been adaptive hunters for years. Others are just figuring out how to get back into the outdoors. When you've spent enough time doing this, you'll learn what works. If something has helped me become a better and more confident hunter, there's no reason to keep that knowledge or that equipment to myself. Sometimes all it takes is the right setup or one small adjustment to remind someone that they can still do the thing that they love. That's how this community grows, one hunter helping another.
What happened the first time? Because I felt like I was.
It's about that time.
So I took my shot on the turkey and I look over and I see my guide, Jake Williams, taking his hands and opening up the windows of the turkey blind and jumping out of it and running and going and grabbing my turkey.
I like hunting and killing turkeys myself, but there ain't nothing like sharing that experience with somebody else, especially a young lady like her that hasn't got to do that a whole lot. And as these turkeys were coming around to the left, and I could see one hand on her shooting wrist just shaking. And I said, that's the feeling I like right there. And she's holding herself together and she's composed, but I could just tell how excited she was. And that's why we do it. And it doesn't matter how many turkeys you kill or miss. If you're not getting that feeling, then you're wasting your time. That's what it's all about. It's not about that harvest. It's about that experience and that adrenaline rush you get and just enjoying the process. We had a great hunt. I had a good time.
It's great to meet someone like Hannah who got injured at a very young age and see her coming along and accomplishing some goals, overcoming some of the struggles that we've all been through, and succeed and find new passions in the outdoor, become a huntress. Because one day she's gonna be helping people. You probably young ladies go through the same thing she does, so it's good to see that. And I know we're gonna continue doing stuff together in the outdoors, so. The hunt may bring everyone here, but it's the people that make weekends like this special. For many of these hunters, It's not often that they get the chance to spend time with others who understand the challenges that they've faced or the obstacles that they've had to overcome. Around the dinner table, those challenges take a back seat. Conversations turn into friendships, experiences are shared, and ideas are exchanged that might help someone else on their own journey. It's a reminder that no one has to figure this out alone. That's what Able Outdoors is all about.
Unfold that chair and set my cushion back on there.
We've gained a lot of these track chairs over the years, which really changed the game, but we've also had a couple of us carry somebody in a chair because it was muddy in the early days. The resources we have now have just changed the game. Where before, 2 or 3 people, that's max. But now, usually 2 mentors and the hunter, you can get them in the field and have enough room for all your equipment.
All the pop-ups we ever get are at least 6x6 on the floor.
Yeah, these
anything less than 6x6.
Yeah,
it's too dang tight.
Yep.
Beautiful morning. We had about 2 or 3 hens come by. No toms though. So we sat as long as we could. It's about 11:30 noon. We're picking up. We're gonna go back for a little lunch and we're gonna come back. Well, we're going somewhere different probably this afternoon. And we're gonna give it another go. Everybody's had a great time. They've killed about 7 or 8 birds. There's 9 hunters. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the day, and if we don't kill something, we're going again tomorrow. That's the thing about hunting. There's never a guarantee. You can do everything right, put in the work, still go home without filling a tag. But if all we cared about was the harvest, we'd be missing the best parts about being out there. Every morning the woods has something to offer. A gobble breaking the silence before daylight, deer slipping through the timber, watching the woods wake up as the sun climbs over the trees. These are the moments that keep us coming back. Events like this aren't just about giving someone the chance to harvest a turkey. They're about giving people the opportunity to experience the outdoors together, to learn from one another, to encourage one another, and to prove that a disability doesn't have to define what's possible. As the final morning begins, every hunter heads into the woods with hope. Not because success is guaranteed, but because another opportunity is waiting just beyond that sunrise. All right, that's a wrap from here in Missouri. Had 2 hens come in and they hung around for 2 hours. The best decoys you could have. Just no gobblers around. None of them wanted to play. We didn't hear any, but sometimes you drive 10 hours to hunting 3 states away and you don't get them. But that isn't why we come and hunt. We also got to get out during the day, practice shooting, share some ideas with some other able hunters, show them some adaptive equipment. I gave some adaptive equipment away to a guy to try, because he's just getting back into the outdoors, and that's one of the reasons we came up here, to help people along, share ideas. But we had a great time. It was more important just to get out here and meet new people and share stories and help other people get back outdoors. It's what we do. It's why we're doing it. And Hannah got her bird. She had a great time, I know. We got another star of the show. Another star is born.
Yeah, where have you been? Chill out, girl.
Other guys want to put the toe there.
But at the same token, you don't know what's, a good deer can come by.
You don't know what's gonna walk out.
There's some big ones, yeah.